Everyone, I'm back to it. I'm going to now be removing this wood that's underneath this sink here. This was actually a bathroom vanity sink, just the base, and I purchased it just to use the base. I was going to use it in my bathroom, but well, because I'm so undecided about my design aesthetic. I don't sweat the small stuff. Hold on. Oh God, you can see my nostrils. This is me. No makeup, nothing. When I go out, I fashion up. I don't wear all that makeup like, with all that, like 30 different steps, with all that contouring. It's like, oh gosh. I wish I had the time. I really do. One day I'm going to be a prima donna like these women, I'm telling you. Hold on. Let me show off. Let me show off. I gotta get the stand. So for now, I'm gonna put you right there and you. Oh, brain difficulties here. Again. Oh, again. I'm gonna put you up a little bit higher. I'll put you a little bit higher. I'm gonna put you in the other drawer. Are you good there? Okay. Oh, okay. I got a good shot. I gotta get my gloves because I don't wanna ruin my beautiful manicure. This was a ganglion cyst. Yeah, I had there's a lot to that story. Oh, that's another video. Oh my God, that's what happens. You get old. You got all these stories. It's like, oh my God, and this scar happened, and then, oh, and that scar happened when I was a little kid. Well, I was playing handball in the projects and like the athlete and dribble basketball. And I was told I had very hairy legs and that girls don't have hairy legs or hairy armpits. Oh God. And then that's what happened. I did that myself. But let me get my gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna take this wood out. Oh my God. Ooh, I don't wanna step on something because if I lean down, and then step on, lean on a screw or something. That will be no fun. Hold on. Yes, I gotta clean all this up. And for now, I gotta get the gloves. All this. I could be a day laborer. We'll charge $400 for the day. That'll be 6 hours. Well, when you do for yourself, you learn how to do for yourself. And then you don't have to, you don't have to ever be dependent. And what you can't do, well, then you have to look to get somebody to help, right? Or you know, through word of mouth, hire somebody. A lot of people will tell you, this is precaution for many people, they can do stuff and that they know, and then they don't know jack diddly, and then you get stuck with a half a job, or like, you see these people taking advantage of other people, you know what I mean? That grinds my gears. I tell them, just listen to a quote. Oh, okay, right. They wanted like $450 to spray out the the grid, the on the AC, which wire brush, hello, and a mask, hello, and gloves, hello. I'll be doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 400. I'm gonna give. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh God, this shows. How can I handle it all? I don't know. Oh, oh God. I'm a Mack truck. I'm a cement truck. I'll roll right over it. Yep. And then back it up. What are you gonna do? This is life, right? Oh my God. Imagine women who, imagine what's happening. Not imagine, it's happening. You don't have to imagine. Right? We see what we're doing. We see what we are doing. Just free willy-nilly. Major destroyer. Yep. These things are great. This is so old. This thing, my husband brought his tools over. The black one is a newer one. But the difference in the alloy of the metal, forget about it. This one is like, forget about it! Well, like Chicago. You from Chicago? No, I'm not from Chicago. But I could talk like I'm from Chicago. The alloy, the metal on this is so much thicker. This is like El Pupuo. Nothing. They don't make stuff the way they used to make it. They don't make them like me anymore. Okay, I gotta carefully do this because I have a piece of wood back there. I have a piece of wood on this counter cabinet here. And well, you know, I've had enough injuries to my head and enough falls. I would not want to see anything else injure me. I'm like, oh my God. All right. This is the bridge. This is like the tower here. I gotta smack you over with the. All right. There we go. Oh, this piece. Wow, how long is this already? Hooya. All right. I did it. I gotta get one more piece. Okay, so this is outdoor, and this is 3/4. This is for framing. This is leftovers that were around the house. All right, careful. I am so dainty, right? I would probably throw it, but if I was at a job site, I would throw it. I'd be fully dressed and protected. If women don't learn little things, they'll panic when they have to do stuff. And men too. Okay, well, if this thing happens to fall, I'll give a yell. You all know what to do, right? Oh, and this is the quartz that I bought from the restaurant supply store. Look how big that is. Yeah. I bought a 60-inch one. It's thicker than a countertop, but you get the right saw. Get a nice diamond blade, and you could line it up, and it's perfect. What I paid for these, I paid like for the 60-inch one, it was about $650. And you see how thick it is? It's 1 3/4 inches thick, and then it has plywood underneath, and then it has this protected, the mesh that they use. Look. Actually, no, this is solid. This piece is solid. Yeah. Yeah, try to find one of those. See, like I said, I know how to shop. Oh God, I gotta get this piece now. All right, well, you're all gonna have to be my eyes. Oh God, here she goes. Oh, is it screwed in? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he glued it in. Did he glue it in? Oh no, he screwed it in the back. Okay. All right, well. Alright, let's see what this guy did. Alright, to make it more sturdy. Well, I think the alternative is going to be is to get the little jigsaw and cut it because I don't want to have to take out this whole piece, so I just cut out that back there with the gotta get the pry bar. Okay. Oh my God. When I was a little kid, we lived in Yonkers. Well, I was born in Harlem, and then we left Harlem, and then we moved to Bronx River Road, and then we were we were members of a private club, some pool joint on the somewhere near a shell. Any case, I jumped into the pool, 9 foot, and I gave the both of them. They both had coronaries, screaming, and then my stepfather jumped in after me, and I just took off. No lessons or anything. I was just like a little fish. Kids can learn how to swim very young, like when they're infants. But I was 5, and I just jumped in. Maybe that's what it was. I was just a little bit too much. I was a little too extra. That's kids, right? Some kids are physically athletic. Some kids are just. I mean, I was athletic, and I was a book smart kid. Oh my God. Just so well rounded. And look at me now. Here I am talking to freaking videos. Trying to maintain a big house here. Oh, come on. Alright, so that piece I'm gonna have to cut. Alright, where else are we freaking screwed in here? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. You're out, safe. Whew, nothing has fallen. Oh my gosh, okay, alright, no, yeah, he glued them. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. I gotta hold on, I gotta do some tapping. I gotta move this stuff over. Yeah, I'm not gonna have anything fall on me. Oh, God, do I have hairy armpits there? Oh, indecent. There I go, stuttering. Indecent exposure. Bartholomew. I don't drink alcohol. I don't use narcotics. This is just me. Right now I gotta get up. Okay. Not bad. I'll be right back, everybody. Hold on. Holy crap, I do a lot. I freaking do a lot. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna stick you right there. I was gonna stick you in the hose of the dishwasher. Hang on, you're standing up in a small mason jar. Yes, you are. Pry bar. Pry bar. Pry bar. See, if I was a prima donna, I would have been, well, I would have probably been in a gray bar hotel because I would have not been able to do much of anything, and I would have probably people fishy, you know? Okay. Yeah, I saw there was a lady when I was going to college at Lehman. She was in one of my classes, and this girl was melting. She was having a breakdown. She was having an actual breakdown, like an hysterics. I was like, "You all right?" And she was having an apartment done over, and she couldn't handle it. And I was like, then I just told her like 2 little things that happened to me, and she was like, her mouth dropped. Oh my God! How did you survive? I was like, listen, calm down. It's life. You'll get through it. Take a deep breath. Go home and take a shower. Go take an Epsom salt bath. Chill out. It's not the end of the world. She was like, thank you. She went to that prima donna school. I was not allowed entry. They were like, no, you're too independent. You'll be the one to tell people and show everybody. Hold on, I'm looking for my Bible. Square. I had my husband's old one, and when I had people working here, they mysteriously walked out of my house until they saw me have they saw Satan come out of my eyes. Where's my tools? Fire dragon. And they were like, oh shit. But I'm very calm and reserved, and I'm very, very kind, well-mannered, non-aggressive individual. But as my mother would say, don't do wee-wee on my leg and tell me it's raining. People. They got some freaking nerve, I gotta tell you. Alright, now, I have got to take out that piece of wood down there. But before I do that there, I gotta make sure I got the right height here, because I gotta move this bar here. It's not a bar, it's a piece of wood. Okay. Well, before I do that, I gotta take that piece off down there. Hold on, everybody, because it's right down there. It's right down there. Do you see that right down there? Do you see where my arm is? It's there. This is how I bring joy and light into my life. Oh my God. All right. Okay, I don't want to have my body out exposed. Oh no. Okay, no. That's all. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the saw. Oh God, I'm going to have to get the jigsaw. And I gotta go downstairs for that now. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I'll just clean up under here and entertain everybody with my skill set. Yeah, but for women, you gotta learn how to do stuff for yourself. Because you're not gonna find that knight in shining armor. He might be a knight in shining armor, but then that armor is going to turn into, it'll be a camouflage, and then, you know, he'll be a chameleon. And that knight might turn into the nightmare, you know? lot of people are getting, for women, are doing that. Okay, so much for my construction talk and my life lessons and my philosophy. I gotta get the vacuum until, oh my God. I mean, I can actually install this myself, but I don't have the right connector. I do know where the water valve is now. I shared that story when I popped with my OCD vacuuming and scrubbing the same spot, and then like jamming the vacuum in, I hit the pipe. I heard the water kept gushing out, and I was like, oh God, petit fly, I can't handle this. Oh, I had, I had to get, I had to take the wood off the box. Oh, it's dreadful. What's next? Murphy's Law. What's it? That's life, right? You just don't lose your shit. Keep it together. Take a deep breath. My husband used to give me anxiety. He would, but that's another video. My husband, his siblings, his sisters would say that they would put they put a mirror under his nose when he was sleeping to make sure he was alive, because he was like just so. There would be there would be like flames, and he would just be like, "Oh, nothing." I'm not like that. I'll respond. Some people, they're just very calm and collected. They have no emotions. Oh man, I'm having a difficult time here. I have to get that little blade off me. Why? Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, no, he glued it, yep. Alright, well, so much for that. Anyway, well, I made progress at least. I did make progress though. Alright. Everyone, I shall return with further updates as I make my progress here. And I will not ever do any further projects here with anything here. I've had enough. I'm done. I'm done. But overall, the cabinets, they look really good. Yeah. The sandy plywood, $66 for 4x8, 3/4 inch. You got to go through a lot of the pieces there at that one store in particular, because they're whatever mill that they're working with. I highly recommend you seek another mill. Any case, yeah. So 4 sheets. Yeah, 4 sheets, and I have enough now of everything. Yep. I have 2 more pieces downstairs. I may need one more. I may need one more board, but that's it. I get them painted the right way. I did a Rube Goldberg paint on it instead of priming it first, so it's okay. Slow but steady. If you like what I have to say, follow my channel. If you don't, you can just exit stage left. That's okay. I don't take people personally. Oh, I'm going to say this for everyone, fans, anybody who watches, if you're a fan of reality TV. I have a strong feeling that they will be cutting back significantly on these networks, on the higher paid, salaried actors well, they're not actors. It's a lot of, you know what? There's so much baloney with the reality. A lot of it is they make suggestions and then they tell you to bring something up from like, 300 years ago when the scroll was under the SpongeBob chest, and then they elaborate on that. So, but I think that they're going to be, you know, slowing them all down, slowing them down because, we're with what's happening in our global economy. Well, that has a big impact on everything, obviously, and also too, everyone who has been on a reality TV show or is currently on a reality TV show, y'all need to start a union. You need to start a union because whatever contracts you signed, I'm sure there were parts of it that said, you're going to have to be, we're not responsible for the reactions of the public, etc., meaning bloggers and the opinions of people. But they never touched upon the fact that they would elaborate on people's pain for their benefit, for their bottom line, for their revenue bottom line, you know? They exploit people, people are exploited, and people's pain is used to benefit the networks. And I had shared in a video about years ago, I used to do extra work and I was non-union. Now I'm in the union, but I haven't paid my dues because, well, since this war started, all right, this Geno, and I saw that there was a lack of support from a union that I'm part of, I was like, you know what? When they start standing up 10 toes down, then I'll pursue this as far as creativity goes. So yeah, it's not a career that you're gonna make big money in unless you get a lucky break, But getting back to the reality shows, they need to form a union. And the networks need to be the one to co-sign because you have made billions of dollars off of these people, you know? Yeah, the devil's workshop. Because when there's greed involved and, there's a way, yeah, there's a lot to it, people. But anyway, I'll be back. I'll show more progress as I go. Have a good day. Bye. Thanks for watching.